Welcome. Finding Everlasting Fitness, your every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time fitness show where we talk about all things that hopefully can lead you to fitness every Wednesday, 7 p.m. right here on Facebook. And I record segments of this, so I'll be putting them out on Facebook too. So if you miss this, you get little tidbits here and there. So welcome. And by the way, you can ask questions if anything's confusing. If you want to clarify, just post a question. Or if you want to make a comment about fitness or ideas that you have, just feel free. This could be an interactive forum. So, that said, finding everlasting fitness. Today, we're going to be talking about squat pace training. I want to say that what I do is not a bodybuilding program. The programs that I lead, they're all about enhancing physical power, vitality. And the side effect is a decent athletic shape. But more importantly, you feel well, you feel empowered. And that's the key. That's what it's all about for me. It's about feeling well. I just want to feel well. And so today, one of the foundations that I've laid down in the programs that I instruct is we do a lot of squats. There are alternative moves for some people who cannot squat at all, so that's not an issue. But if you can squat, it's a powerful experience. Basically, squat pace training is a program that I developed for myself initially because I was going for a world record and I wanted to figure out the most effective way that I could train for myself for this world record. At the time, it was a 24-hour world record, most squats in 24 hours, so it was a huge thing to take on. And so I figured, all right, let me think about techniques that I've applied in my life, and I'm also a musician. So I looked at what I needed to do as a musician to get better at playing an instrument. I applied the same exact concept. So as a musician, if you're playing an instrument and you're trying to run your scales in time, get good timing, you play with a metronome. It's the same idea. So basically, this is squat training that's with a metronome. And that's how I started to develop squat pace training. Now the benefits are the same. So if you start off slowly and you master a slow pace, just like doing the fingering on, well, I'm doing a guitar here, but it could be a piano or whatever instrument, the same concept holds true. If you start off slowly, you start getting used to the actual muscle formations that need to take place so that you can do a clean run, whether it's the piano or guitar or whatever, drums, whatever you're doing. Same idea. So as you're doing squats, if you start with a fairly slow squat pace and try to fully understand that range of motion, I know it sounds crazy because it's such a simple movement to do, but even within that slow, full range of squat motion, there's a lot that you can learn. And over the course of weeks and months of practicing it, you pick up that pace and you can actually shift your perception of time entirely. And that's what I had to do the 24-hour record, was just shift my perception of time. And so I made these tracks. I made audio tracks, but then I also made videos of the squat paces, which I'm now putting up on, I'm not putting all of them up on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just putting up little, I skip a bunch of paces in between. I started off really slowly, 17. I think I'm up to 28 right now that I've posted on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll probably go as high as 49. But I have a whole bunch of them up on my YouTube channel, which is workoutwizard.net. That's the channel on YouTube. And I have even a lot more audio tracks that are up on my website, which is just workoutwizard.net, for those of you that want to try it. So I just want to give you a little information about how to approach this if you're interested. Some people might be interested in starting squat pace training. there are kind of two things that you could do. So first is the squat pace training to kind of to get familiar, finding a pace that you could do for 3 minutes. And I'm kind of talking to people who may be beginners in squatting. Um, just finding a 3 minute pace. That's it. That's the total commitment. 3 minutes. But next to that, I recommend doing a progress chart, and I'm going to post on my Facebook and Instagram progress charts. There are 3 charts: the beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The beginner level gets you up to 150 squats per month. The intermediate one gets you up to 500 squats per month. Um, in a workout, that is. So 150 per day, all right, by the end of the month is the beginners. The intermediate level, you get up to 500 per day um, by the 30th day in the second month. And the advanced one gets you up to 1,000 per day by the end of that month. So it's pretty quick progress. But if you could follow squat pace training and a progress chart at the same time, you're going to develop an amazing skill that you could then combine with any kind of training. So squat pacing to ab exercises, squat pacing to upper body, whatever, resistance, curls, push-ups, but squat pacing in between. And what this does is it creates a scenario, a training scenario where you're doing an entirely, well, 80% low to non-impact training that is high intensity, as opposed to a lot of programs that do high intensity interval training. A lot of high impact in order to get that. But if you get good at squat pace training, you don't have to have all that impact. You could throw in some impact moves here and there, but mainly squat pace training in between, cycling between moves. Keeps you totally aerobic, stimulates growth hormone, tons of fat burning. It's an amazing experience. It's called squat circuit training. But squat pace training is the foundation. So if you get good at that, you take it to a whole other level. And I have a bunch of people that are doing this, that are doing squat pace training and circuit training combinations. And there's so many, this is like so much variety that you could do with this. It's what I do in the classes. We've got 18 different formats of classes. So just based on this concept alone, some classes are strength, some classes are designed just for toning certain body parts. Some are just abs. That's the ab squat routine, for example. Powerful. So, but that's the foundation, the squat pace training. Ultimately, that's what it is, power. You just want to get more power out of your body. And how do you do it without damaging your joints? Squat pace training. Exactly. Thank you. So if you're interested, look on my Facebook, look on Instagram, workoutwizard.net _ Andre Turan is my Instagram. You could go follow me there too if you want. That'd be really cool. I'm trying to build that up. And I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to actually ask you a question. What do you think is the #1 mistake people make in starting a fitness program? What can that be? If you think you know, and if anybody's on, I can't tell if anybody's on. Make a comment. Let's see if anybody's on. That's the first thing. I don't have any numbers here. It just says live. But it's possible that no one is on. So you might be seeing this on the recording. So I'm asking you, in the recording, what is the #1 mistake people make in starting a fitness program? Okay. Well, basically, the #1 mistake is not thinking that you're ready, that you have to build a foundation just to start an exercise program, either in a group or with the trainer. So many people fall into that category. They just want to prepare themselves for a preparation of training. And it's kind of frustrating when you're in my position to see that over and over. And what happens is the people just never get the momentum going, because it's all about momentum. Once you get the momentum going, and it takes a little bit of juice, to get that momentum going. Reminders, getting a schedule happening. There's just a lot of different variables. There's a whole lifestyle um, intervention that has to take place sometimes. It's an overhaul. So you want to look at your lifestyle and figure out how you can put fitness into it. But it's great when you have someone there next to you. It's great when you have someone just giving you guidance, because this is a big, to me, this is a huge part of life. Training, moving the body, it's crucial. Um, and everybody knows that, but we get caught up in so many other areas of our lives that we never really get the momentum going. We start a little something at the gym, go for a couple of weeks, a couple of months maybe even, but then things come up. So the momentum never really kicks into those higher gears, and that is the most important thing. Is it's we have that beginning momentum, but it doesn't have enough fuel behind it to keep it going. So that's what we do at workoutwizard.net. We fuel it. We keep that engine burning hot, and keeping you motivated and driven to that next level of momentum. Crucial. So that is the number one mistake people make in starting a fitness program. They don't actually start it. they think they are, but being in that environment of people is crucial. And having guidance of a trainer is really important, because it's a very subtle psychological um, situation, because we have family, we have friends, we have just our old environment that's going to keep influencing us a certain way. It's even hard for me to keep myself going year after year as life changes. The schedules that I work change. There's so many variables. So, that saying, just do it literally. That is the thing. You have to just begin. This is another reason why squat pace training is so amazing, because you can do it anywhere, don't need any equipment. It's just you and gravity. And there have been studies done just on the squat training alone, that a 30-year study that came out of NASA that concluded one thing, is that movement up against gravity, standing up, is what produces some vital hormones in the body. Not moving forward, not like walking and swimming, but it's the movement up against gravity. So if you can squat, and by the way, squatting is not knee bends. There is a difference. There is a subtle difference. If you want to find out more of what the difference is, and if you want to learn the form, you can go to my YouTube channel, and I've got a bunch of videos up there. Look at the introductory video on squat pace training. I believe it's called Squat Pace Training Basics. And look at the introduction. And there's some really good information. I did it many years ago. The camera quality is not so good, but the information's there. So, take a look at that. And I go over the form. And there are many ways to gradually build yourself up in that. So, that's today. Squat pace training here on Finding Everlasting Fitness. Hope you tune in. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. I'll be here. We try to keep the show to around 15 minutes. So it's a little quick bite of information for you. Hopefully I'll fuel you in moving forward. If you're already an advanced trainer, maybe this will help take you to the next level. And you can always come try. I'm doing a week free. 1 week free at workoutwizard.net. Try the classes and learn. Maybe you can, and there's no commitment whatsoever. You can just come on, do a week's worth of classes, and that's it. You can learn some stuff and take it and do it on your own. But it's out there for you, and hopefully some people will take advantage of that. All right, thank you for watching this, and have a great night.